With Mark Kono in Sky 5 HD. He is over Pacific Palisades, and there is a man there who is wanted by police who is trying to get away by going into the ocean. Mark, what's the latest?
Boy, Eric, yeah, we're just kind of watching this guy moving up and down the shoreline here. We're basically along PCH, just about a quarter-mile south of Sunset Boulevard, just a quarter-mile south of Gladstones. This guy is wanted for an assault on an LAPD officer, which occurred, just a few minutes ago. Now, witnesses reported that he was being aggressive not only to them, but also to officers as well. There was some sort of a struggle with that officer, and that's what prompted an officer needs help call. Now, this guy, he fled basically to the shoreline, and there you have it. There he is, kind of walking along the rocks just a little bit south of Sunset Boulevard here and PCH. Now, the LA City Fire Department as well as the LAPD, they are here in force along PCH, and in fact, it was thought that, well, for a time, he was acting so erratically, he was running in and out of traffic, and so that might have prompted a collision on PCH on the southbound side. PCH most certainly affected by this. This guy, again, wanted for an assault on a police officer here. Not sure what his mental condition is. It is thought that maybe he is under the influence of something, or perhaps under some emotional distress, but there you have it. The officer's not making an approach at this point because of the treacherous nature of the rocks there, but you see him kind of getting pounded by some of the swells as the swells come in. We've seen him get pounded up against the rocks a couple of times, but there you go. He's walking southbound basically at a very slow rate. Eric?
Question, I mean, for a moment we saw a couple of officers approach him, get pretty close on those rocks. What happened? Did they decide to pull back for some reason?
Yeah, you know what? As soon as he started walking towards them, they pulled back. They got probably within about 10 to 15 feet of him, but they don't want to have any kind of an altercation. Apparently, this guy, you know, thus far has, shown a potential for engaging officers, and so they don't want to put themselves in a position on the rocks where they have to engage themselves in some kind of a physical confrontation here. So they did make an approach. They got within about 10 to 15 feet, and as he was kind of approaching them, they backed off, and then this guy went back down into the water, and now he's moving away. So earlier he was moving northbound along PCH, and now he's moving southbound away from Gladstones, in other words, and so he is heading towards a sandy area, which he will probably get to over the course of the next several minutes. But yeah, so far he is refusing to come up peacefully. Eric?
All right, Mark. Thank you so much. We'll check back with you a little bit later on, see how this situation develops.
Mark, it looks like police and lifeguards are trying to get this guy now from the water as opposed to from the rocks.
Yeah, they're kind of wrangling him in here. This is kind of unfolding as you see it right here. We saw lifeguards approaching this guy just a couple of moments ago, and now it appears that they are going to try and assist in taking this guy into custody. We have lifeguards, we have Santa Monica police out on that boat, and you see him kind of resisting and being physical with that lifeguard there as he kind of makes his way back over to the rocks there. And boy, oh boy, that is just a very dangerous thing here. You have LAPD officers approaching him from the left as well, so we believe that this, well, hopefully it may come to a peaceful end here slowly, but over the course of the next couple of minutes here. But you see him resisting, you see him kind of tugging at the lifeguard there, and as people kind of slowly surround him, they will hopefully be able to take him into custody, but so far resisting any attempts to do so. Wow, look at these events unfold here. This is again just off PCH, about half a mile south of Sunset Boulevard. This guy is wanted for an assault on an LAPD officer, which occurred just about 20 to 30 minutes ago. Now, he was walking up and down the shoreline as we have been watching for the past several minutes here, but now he is kind of making his way into the water, and the lifeguards are having to physically you know, assist this guy, and so he's just continuing to do everything he can to resist their efforts to help him out, to get him to safety here. Again, this is all happening right at Will Rogers State Beach. Tower number 5 is the closest tower that we know of here, happening right off of PCH, and incidentally, PCH is kind of coming to a slowdown here, especially on the southbound side, as they stop to watch some of this police activity. The LAPD is on scene of this situation here, and you see those two officers kind of at the top of the screen there. It looks like they may make entry into the water at some point to take this guy into custody.
I've never seen lifeguards involved in an arrest like that. I mean, that's not part of their job description.
Yeah, nor have I. As this guy was walking southbound just a few minutes ago, we saw that lifeguard, or one of those lifeguards, kind of approach on foot, and another lifeguard on a paddleboard. And again, the Santa Monica police boat that you see just in the left corner of your screen there, they were all kind of making a gentle approach to this guy, ordering this guy over to the beach. And as they kind of closed in on him, he is, well, he continues to do this. He's just kind of backing off, moving away from the assistance of these guys.
How dangerous, too, when you think about I know lifeguards are great swimmers, but when you're trying to wrestle a guy around in the water, I mean, he could pull them under, all sorts of things, so it's safer to get him closer to the rocks, I would imagine.
The lifeguards are not armed either. I mean, and they're not, this is not something you normally do. It looks like they're trying to get around.
You know, fortunately, I mean, if you look at the lifeguard standing there, this is probably about waist-high water, and so the water's not too deep at this point. Hopefully, they will be able to surround this guy, and there's the Santa Monica police boat moving into position just south of him. So hopefully, they will be able to drag this guy over to the water where the LAPD can intervene and take this guy into custody. They're
looks like they
literally just physically dragging him out of the water at this point, almost to the shoreline is where they are, and you see that that team of officers, that team of LAPD officers at the shoreline ready to take him into custody. And as the kind of water dips down there, they are going to go ahead and rush this guy. And there you go, at least 5 officers there are going to tackle this guy. And boy, probably the best resolution for a situation like this, I would think, having the lifeguards assist and the LAPD officers on standby at the shoreline ready to take this guy into custody. So, wow, we just saw it unfold here, and just an incredible, incredible scene.